You can see this poster behind me. It reads, "Bengals are never done." And ironically, they are done, at least for now. They'll go on a 6-week hiatus before their training camp, but it's no vacation for Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow. And he was asked about who is the top dog in the NFL. And for him, the answer was obvious. He said until somebody has a better season, it has to be the reigning Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes. Those in the industry's biggest concern is breaking down the stigma. Ohio esports director Jeffrey Kuhn explains the real-world application of a space like this going beyond just the games on the monitor. When star wide receiver Jamar Chase was asked the same question, and his response, 2 words, Pat who? And of course, it reached Chiefs Kingdom, and the Chiefs star quarterback Patrick Mahomes had some fun with a 2-word response of his own. He said, "That's who." In recent memory, this will call line has been out of this world, and it's all been to see one man, the unicorn, as they call him, Ellie De La Cruz, who can pretty much do anything on the baseball diamond. And I forgot how fun this game was. Just highlights on highlights, and we expect more of the same tomorrow. Obviously, all 22 people on the field are important every week, but in a contest that is expected to be this tight, it's your stars that set you over the edge. With these 2 squads, we have no shortage of firepower with Jeffrey Bishop and Jace Hurd. Let's start with Bishop on P West. The senior wide receiver is a problem for opposing defenses, and it's his ability to take the top off the defense and win the contested catch that causes headaches for coaches. Thanks, guys. Yeah, anytime you get the top team in the conference, it's always a big deal, but it feels even bigger because Ohio's playing its best basketball right now. They've won 8 of their last 10 in conference, and there's no place the Bobcats would rather be than right here at the Convocation Center because they are 10-3 at home this season, and they haven't lost in front of the home fans since January 2nd. Ohio continues to play well as a team with 4 players in double digits in its last win Saturday on the road against Northern Illinois, but this Akron team poses a big challenge. It is 12-2 in the MAC this year and potentially has the player of the year in Enrique Freeman. He's averaging 18 points and 13 rebounds a game this season. It's a tough task for the Bobcats, but head coach Jeff Bull says he likes where his team's at right now. With the rapid rise of disc golf, you may recognize this sound at your local park. Kendry Sampson says he decided to make the growing game part of his retirement plan.
And I was looking for stuff to do, and I came up with this idea that we could buy some property in the country and I would put a disc golf course in there.
The former Ohio University professor says it took a lot of elbow grease to shape the property to his vision after he bought it 30 years ago.
You could not actually step off the street in shorts at that time, anywhere. What we're sitting now was dense underbrush. 30 years, these trees now are 30 years growth from what was just total scrub.
The Hippo Ridge course is now one of Ohio's top rated, according to the disc golf app UDisc. And it brings players like Nick Robinson out for multiple tournaments a year to show off southeastern Ohio's natural beauty.
Blew me away. Beautiful property. I think it's like 80-some acres out here. Felt kind of like a paradise a little bit.
Sampson says it takes about 10 hours a week on a mower and more hours in logistics to pull off a tournament like the one this past weekend. But he says this work he started 30 years ago has paid off ever since Hippo Ridge opened to the public in 2008, in both growing the game and making new friends.
The players that come here are some great highlights, and that's the ones that are here today. Some of them are people I've known for a long time, some of them I'm just getting to know. There's a guy on the course I just met 2 days ago.
A retirement activity has morphed into a disc golf heaven in southeast Ohio. For Newswatch, I'm Ayden Crowley in Athens. A walk-off touchdown in Tucson capped off a ridiculous campaign for Ohio football and represented a change in tone. A 10-win season, a MAC championship appearance, and an Arizona Bowl win have the Bobcats switching roles in 2023.
We're going from being the hunter to the hunted going into this offseason.
And the buzz ahead of the season opener is only getting louder. With key starters returning on both sides of the ball, a Power 5 team coming to Athens, and a 2-year extension on Coach Tim Albin's contract, excitement from Bobcat fans is reaching a fever pitch on social media. 2 of the key leaders coming back are linebacker Bryce Houston and wide receiver Sam Wiglusz. They say they are focusing on the present.
This is not last season's team, so we know that we have to do the same exact things, if not better, to be able to succeed, especially because we know that we have a bullseye on our back and people are looking to get us now.
Everything's better when it's earned, so we feel like we earned that right to have the target on our back. And so, yeah, everyone wants to beat us, but they also have to beat us.
Ohio gets its first chance to prove itself August 26th against the San Diego State Aztecs. For Bobcat Showcase, I'm Ayden Crowley. Week 1. The culmination of all the sweat from hours of practice and a chance to prove what kind of team you are. For two teams, that moment is elevated by a storied rivalry. The Wheelersburg Pirates and the Ironton Fighting Tigers have clashed in Week 1 for over 2 decades, always playing a physical and emotion-fueled game. Ironton head coach Trevon Pendleton says he wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, there's no better way to kick off the season, in my opinion. We don't like them, they don't like us. Make no bones about it. And come Friday night, we're going to turn it into 11 individual battles, and we're going to go to war.
Since 2000, Ironton has the edge 13-11 in this matchup, but Wheelersburg has the last laugh. In the regional semifinals, the Pirates upset the 1-seeded Tigers after scoring 14 unanswered points. Senior defensive end Jaquez Keys says the Tigers have been ready for another shot.
We've been waiting on this moment, for a while. And what happened last time, we ain't forgot. And we coming to get revenge. And we out here putting in work, and we'll see them on Friday.
Wheelersburg senior quarterback Eli Jones says the Pirates will have a target on their backs.
Hey, you know what? They're going to be out for blood this year. They are going to bring everything they've got, and we've got to be ready to step it up here and, bring our A game.
It's been 280 days since the playoff game and 4 years since Wheelersburg have hosted the Tigers. Pirates head coach Rob Woodward says all the anticipation has built up to this moment.
And that's what you want. That's what we live for. That's what life's all about is those moments that make your hair stand up a little bit. And you go out and you attack those moments and you embrace, using the tools and things that you've learned. And we're excited to see our guys go out and showcase that.
Both teams will be under the lights at Ed Miller Stadium Friday with kickoff set for 7 p.m. For Gridiron Glory, I'm Ayden Crowley in Wheelersburg.